And we are live. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday, the 1st of December. I cannot believe that we are now in the last month of the year. I don't know where the time has gone. Honestly, it's crazy. Thank you for clicking this live. Thank you for joining me, spending your afternoon or a bit of your morning with me. It's appreciated. And if you're not watching this live, thank you for clicking on this video. So as we go through this live, please feel free to talk in the live chat and we'll get onto that at the end of the video. Or if you're not watching live, leave some thoughts, feelings, ideas in the comments as well. So of course, there's only one thing that we can really talk about in this live stream today. Yesterday, of course, we had the Cybertruck delivery event. I don't know how many of you guys actually ended up watching that live. Let me know. I personally did, and I'm glad I did. Of course, as with any Tesla event, it was very, very eventful. I don't think there's ever been a Tesla event or an Elon Musk related event that hasn't been eventful. So we kind of expected it to be. But anyway, in this live stream, I want to go through now I've had some time to digest everything we learned yesterday. I want to go through the main points. I want to have a look at what we learned, what we expected, compare the two, have some highlights and maybe some disappointing things. And then, of course, we're going to look at what Tesla stock is doing pre-market. We can discuss whether now's a good time to actually purchase Tesla stock. So again, let me know your thoughts on that in the live chat or in the comments. And then at the end, we will jump over to the live chat. So first things first, this event was due to actually be to start at 8 p.m. UK time last night. It didn't end up starting at that time unless it was my problem, but it started for me at about 20 past, maybe even 8:30. I was anxiously waiting with my cup of tea, which I've got now because it's really cold. So I'll be sipping on that during this live stream. But I was waiting for it and it wasn't on, and I was refreshing the page, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. I've not got good internet. But it finally did happen at about 8:30. And I don't know again if it was just my problem, but it didn't seem to be the highest quality. I watched it directly from X. I can see some of you guys are saying that you watched different YouTube streamers streaming it. I personally didn't stream it, but I did watch it directly from X. Didn't seem the best quality. But hey, that could have just been a me problem. So if you didn't watch the event, what basically happened is Elon Musk gave a little bit of a presentation. He had some statements, as he always does. He gave some highlights of the Cybertruck, just some general commentary on it. And then after that finished, he started doing the deliveries. So the whole idea was that this was the delivery event. It would be the first time that Cybertrucks were handed over to consumers, customers. I don't really know if all of those were just general customers or they were employees. I don't think that has actually been mentioned. But it was it was quite funny watching him say hello to someone that was going to be given a Cybertruck and then opening the door for them, shutting the door and waving them on their way. That must have been quite an experience for the average person if it wasn't an employee. So he did that. So let's just have a look. Let's have a look at actually what we learned yesterday. So I think the number one thing that came out of it, and this didn't happen during the actual live stream event itself, this was afterwards, is of course the pricing. Up until yesterday, we didn't know what the pricing of the Cybertrucks would be. And when I say Cybertrucks plural, I mean obviously there's only one Cybertruck, but there's different versions of it that you can get. We had Tesla predictions 4 years ago. So Tesla 4 years ago said, the Cybertruck will start at this price, and then if you want this version of it, it will be this price, and so on. Of course, 4 years is quite a long time in terms of the macro situation. Inflation has been happening, and we obviously we were going to expect those prices to change. How much they changed by, we weren't aware until yesterday. And I think a lot of people saw the prices, which actually dropped on the website directly after the stream happened. So then, of course, everyone was sharing it on social media. And I think a lot of people were quite surprised by them. Some people were very happy about the pricing and thought that, it was a good value for a customer. It was good for Tesla investors. I'm going to share my thoughts in just a minute on that. But other people thought that actually it was, these prices are way too high. So let me share my screen and let's actually take a look at what the prices are and what they were meant to be 4 years ago. Let's have a look here. So share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so just to give you some comparison, when you're on the Tesla website here, it takes you, unless you click, it takes you straight to this page, which is the probable savings, which of course, if you're in the US, this includes those tax credits. So just be aware of that and the gas savings. So if you click onto the website and you click order, it will take you to this page first of all. If you want just the standard purchase price without the savings taken into account, you just click purchase price. So for the rear wheel drive, which is available in 2025, so there is a wait for this one. And I think there's a wait because obviously the production, it's going to take a long time to scale. But you'll see that this one underneath is delivery in 2024. So they are prioritizing this one by the looks of it. Anyway, rear wheel drive, $60,000, 990. Why did I say it like that? 60,990. So originally 4 years ago, the single motor rear wheel drive was going to be 39,900. So there has been a bit of a, what's that like? Let me calculate this quickly. What's that as a percentage increase? Bear with me, I can't do this maths in my head. It's like 40. Can I do it in my head? 40 something. Okay. Yeah, so it's just under 42%, about 42%. So the price has increased over a 4-year period by 42%. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So then the dual motor all-wheel drive AWD was 4 years ago 49,900. You can see now estimated price 79,990. Tri-motor all-wheel drive, 69,900. Now just under that 100K mark, 99,990. I kind of wish that was 99,999. And that is, of course, the Cyber Beast, which is a great name, in my opinion. The Cyber Beast. I think that's fantastic. And then you'll have to pay the $250 today, which is refundable, and you'll be invited when your Cybertruck is ready to be configured. So we obviously made some predictions on this on the live stream the other day when we spoke about the Cybertruck as to how much they would actually come out at. I think quite a number of people did guesstimate about this price around the 60 to 70,000 sort of price. So spot on if you did have that as your guess. But I'm not too concerned about this. And the reason is because we've been speaking about this over on my Discord actually this morning about the pricing and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, I think it's quite strategic of Tesla, honestly. And the reason I think it's strategic of them and not a bad thing is because, one, they have lots of reservations. Lots, millions of people have put their name down saying they want to reserve a Cybertruck. Obviously, we don't know that all of those people, every single one of them, will convert into a full order. We don't know that. However, if they have that sort of demand, those numbers in reservations, then why would they not capitalize on that initially with that interest and that backlog that they have? Why not put the price at a decent amount, capitalize on it, make the money initially, and then, hey, if they lower the prices later on, as and when needed, that would make sense. I don't think that as Tesla investors, we would be all that happy if they came out and, the Cybertruck was obviously being sold at a loss. It wouldn't make sense. So I think they're capitalizing on the backlog and on the demand. Secondly, we know that the scale in production of this is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard and it's going to be expensive for this vehicle, for the Cybertruck. So again, maybe the price point on it will just help offset some of that, maybe. And then when you start factoring in the fact that we've had a 4-year period, inflation, and then you know, add inflationary costs onto it, and then you actually look at minusing the tax credits and the gas savings, and then you're left with a price, which we could see on the website. That price, when you directly compare it to other trucks you can get in the market, and you do a like by like comparison, which is obviously difficult, I don't think, and obviously let me know your opinion, when you look at other features and abilities and you compare other options to the Cybertruck, you're actually getting quite a lot for your money. Now, obviously, I say you're getting a lot for your money and it might be good value. I am not in the financial position to go and buy a Cybertruck. If I was, I don't think I'd buy a Cybertruck. I think I would buy a different Tesla vehicle. But hey, there are obviously millions of people that want one of these. So yeah, fair enough. The Cybertruck is 42% higher in price, or around 42% than we originally thought it was. Now, we weren't promised this. This was back 4 years ago when they first announced it. It could be that price. And, you know, I think it's okay. I think it's absolutely okay. And when you start comparing it to other vehicles, other trucks, Ford trucks or GM, Rivian even, and you look at what you get in the Cybertruck, providing you like the look of it, obviously, you're probably getting way more for your money. And of course, Tesla FSD. I think the Cybertruck having FSD is insane. It's gonna be a game changer. Going to be a game changer there. So during the live stream yesterday, we learned a few other things about the Cybertruck. Obviously, we knew before that it was you know, it's made of stainless steel. It's a very, very tough material. That means that there's not many curves on the Cybertruck. It's very, very rigid. We knew all this. We knew as well that the windows were very tough and the body itself was bulletproof. We've seen Elon Musk go on to Joe Rogan and they shot an arrow and it just bounced off. And we saw yesterday as well that what's his name? Franz, right? He threw a baseball at the window and it just bounced off. That was quite interesting because when the announcement came years ago, I believe he threw a stainless steel ball and it shattered the window. So they've changed their strategy slightly there. But even so, what else have we got? We've got, let's actually show this video because this is pretty cool. Let's show this. They showed a video yesterday of a Cybertruck beating, where is this? Okay, yeah, I got it here. So they did a drag race between a Cybertruck and a Porsche 911, and the Cybertruck beat the Porsche 911 whilst towing a 911. So that was pretty insane. I was impressed by that, and I'm not even really a car person. I'm a Tesla person for sure, but not necessarily a car person. So let me share this video with you. I'm sure you've watched it, but I do think it's pretty cool. So that was something that a lot of people were very impressed by. I don't know what you guys thought of that. I wasn't expecting to see it, and I think that's why it surprised me quite a lot. We also learnt about the range on these vehicles, and we learnt that there is a range extender. So the range extenders can actually enable up to 470 miles of range per vehicle. Now, I don't think the idea is that every single person will actually want one of those. I think it's meant for people that are, you know, towing heavy things up mountains or going on really long road trips. but it's a very smart solution, because what that means is that the people that are just using this truck for normal everyday use and are not doing those heavy tows and going up mountains and going on massive long road trips, they don't need then the longer range that you can take off. You can extend the range with a range extender, but you don't have to. And that just means that the people that don't want it aren't having to actually have the extra battery weight, which is quite a smart idea, I think. Quite a smart idea. And obviously, people were a little bit disappointed with the range. They were expecting more. But actually, when you compare this to other trucks in terms of range, EVs, I mean, obviously, is very, very good. And then you've got the range extender. And then on top of that, you've got the fact that Tesla is connected to the best network of chargers. Of course, the Tesla supercharger network, especially in the US, they are very, very frequent, and you don't really need to have range anxiety. So that's another thing that I was thinking about. It's actually, the price isn't that concerning to me, and the range is pretty decent as well, in my opinion. What else did we learn? We saw a lot of a lot of people from the YouTube Tesla community. They went to the event and they were given, I think, factory tours and stuff. And one thing, I wasn't invited, not me with my 10,000 subscribers, maybe in the future. But what we learned from that and what they were sharing is that actually the production line is there and waiting and ready. It's ready to scale. And one takeaway is that it was really, really automated. All robots, not many humans in sight. And I think that's kind of what we would expect from Elon and from the Tesla crew, because at the end of the day, they have the most efficient factories probably out of any company. So we would very much expect a lot of the process to be automated rather than to have humans working the line. What else did we learn? We learned that there was 70% less wires. Again, giving it that nice clean look, and obviously architecture wise, that's great. We learned it has a bi-directional charging, and you can actually charge Teslas using the Cybertruck. Again, pretty cool. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Lots and lots of other little things that we don't really need to discuss as such. Towing capacity, very, very good. Ground clearance, etc., etc. So now let's have a look at the Tesla website. Let me know, by the way, if there's anyone watching this live stream right now, or you're watching this video after it goes out and you have a Cybertruck reserved, or you are going to order one, let me know. Let me know. So here's the website. Let's have a quick look on here. What do you guys think about the design, by the way? A lot of people were saying that there was a lot of issues with the paneling and gaps in the paneling. That doesn't seem to be such an issue now, from what I can tell, the people that have actually, physically seen one of these. 11,000 towing capacity, 340 miles estimated range. Obviously, depends on the option you get, and then that extender as well. 0 to 60 in 2.6. Do you know, one thing that I really realized yesterday is the scale of this vehicle is humongous. It's humongous. I'm about 5, I do it in feet because that's what we do here in Europe. I'm like 5'7", maybe 5'8" on a good day. I'm quite tall. And I think I would stand next to this, but I'm quite slim, I guess. I would stand next to this and I think it would just look like a monster, an absolute monster. I was really impressed as well about the off-roading that it can do. Here we've got a video of it off the road, going through the water. It just looks so futuristic. It looks like it belongs on Mars. And I think that's exactly why they designed it like this way. Any planet. Durable enough to go anywhere, tackle anything, with electronically adaptive air suspension that offers 12-inch of travel and 17 inches of clearance. And you've got that paneling along the front, that light paneling. No paint, no chips. An ultra-hard stainless steel exoskeleton helps to reduce dents, damage, and long-term corrosion. Repairs are simple and quick. Shatter resistant. Armor glass can resist the impact of a baseball. That's what we obviously saw yesterday. At 70 miles per hour. Acoustic glass helps to make the cabin as quiet as possible. Yeah, so the windows, the glass paneling on the windows is 2 panels of glass and then plastic in the middle, which obviously helps to reduce sound impact. So I imagine these are very quiet once you're inside. And I think other Tesla models have that same configuration as well. This is where I'm really interested to learn more, how it's going to be used on work sites, because I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know that much about trucks, but from what I can tell, this vehicle is really, really focused on usability in terms of work usability. From these videos and just imagining, I can definitely see this truck on work sites, literally like this video is showing, loading soil into the back, towing things because it's obviously such a strong vehicle, attaching, pulling, like, you know, I definitely can see this. And I don't know how, like, what, here in the UK, you don't really see that many pickup trucks anyway. So you wouldn't really see them on building sites. You would see actual specific vehicles for building sites. But over in the US, I do imagine this will be very, very helpful. Also, the wheels on this thing are massive. Haul everything that you need with 2.5 payload and 11,000 capacity. Equivalent of an average African elephant. That's a random thing to say, I guess. The super tough composite bed doesn't need a liner and is big enough. So yeah, it's literally built to be on building sites as well as everyday use. This is pretty cool. Let me zoom in here. Access a 6x4 bed plus even more room in the front trunk, on the roof, and in a hidden gear locker. I think as well, there is storage underneath the seats, I believe. There's storage underneath the seats. And again, with that range extender, they are very much imagining people going camping, up mountains, long road trips. Load it up with a maximum payload of 2,500 pounds and 67 cubic feet of lockable storage. The Cybertruck has all the capacity you need. After you lock it up for peace of mind under the vault bed cover. Fold up the seats in the second row. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So there is a second row of storage underneath them seats. Tesla's website is very nice. Travel up to 340 miles on a single charge. That's quite substantial. That is quite substantial. Let me see what the let me see. I'm interested to basically see how, in miles, what is the entire length of the UK from the very top to the very bottom. So the very bottom of the UK would be, let's see, I can do this over here actually. Let me. Oh, come on, scrolling. So the very bottom of the UK. Let's go with Falmouth then. Where's my thing gone? I'm going to do this over the other side. Sorry, guys. It's really difficult to do on that screen. So we will go from Falmouth to the tip of the UK. This isn't accurate, but you know, we're working with this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so from the most northern point of Scotland to the southern coast of England is about 600 miles. And then the widest of the UK, 300 miles. So That's pretty cool. You can travel the width of the entire UK and a bit more on one single charge of the Cybertruck. And that's not even adding on that range extender. It's pretty good. Obviously, the UK is very small compared to the US. Enough to get you back, to get you into the backcountry and beyond, recover up to 135 miles of range with just 15 minutes of supercharging. And like we said, the supercharging network is incredible for Tesla. Oh, this is cool. This is again why it's going to be so good on work sites. Operate your tools or charge of any EV with integrated 120 volts and 240 volt bed and cabin outlets. During a grid outage, provide up to 11.5 of, yeah, okay. So that's great. Now we've got some more cool footage. This was the video that they were showing a lot yesterday. This turning capability for such a big vehicle. Quite basic in terms of interior. We expected that. We expect the minimal look. I personally like that. It's very different to a lot of other vehicles, but it looks sleek. It looks clean. I like it. I kind of want Tesla to design a house. It might look like a bit of a crazy house, but I think it would be cool. It would be cool. Immerse yourself in a spacious modern cabin packed with advanced technology features and entertainment. And then, of course, we've got that massive 18.5 inches infinity touchscreen in the front. And then the big one as well, 9.4, smaller, but still substantial in the back with an all new user interface. Sound is going to be incredible on this. They made a lot of sound upgrades for the Model 3 refresh as well. We expected you can charge anything you like in your Cybertruck. Very important if you're going off-road as well. Bio weapon defense mode. This is cool. This is cool and underrated. Built-in hospital-grade filters help provide protection from nearly 100% of airborne particles. Tesla vehicles became very, very important when there was all that smog as well. So, oh, this is cool. I'm expanding it. I'm literally doing that as I'm reading it. See, Tesla website. Very good. Plenty of room for 5 adults with expansive cabin views through an all-glass roof. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can buy all these accessories separately on the website as well. But here it is with a tent. Go even further with a range extender installed into the Cybertruck's bed, offering up to 470 plus miles of total range. It's just talking about, yeah, the light up, fine, the bar. And then here's the spec. So this is the Cyber Beast. That's the most expensive, most high-end vehicle option that you can get. And if we go to the rear wheel drive, you can see here as well, available in 2025. This one was 2024. Top speed 130, 112, and 112, I believe. Yeah. So there we have the Cybertruck. Let me now have a look at the. Let's see what Tesla stock's doing. It seems, okay, yeah. I was going to say, when I last looked at this, it definitely seemed like it was dropping a little bit. So down by 2.06% pre-market, coming in at $235.13 from the $240 that it ended at. So that's, people aren't liking this. The market's not liking it. Are they not liking the price? They're not thinking the demand's there. Is there been a sell-off? What's going on? What's going on? Looking at 5 days, still up. 1 month doing well. 6 months. Incredible year to date. It's been volatile. Look at this run here. And then obviously we've had some Substantial dips as well, as expected with a volatile growth stock like Tesla. But whenever we max it out, it's absolutely insane. It really is incredible. So do you guys, what are you guys doing at the moment with your Tesla stock in your portfolio? Are you adding more? Are you holding off? I added some yesterday. I always let the Patreon members know every single time I buy or sell any position in my portfolio. So if you do want to join the Patreon, I'll leave a link in the description. No pressure. It's £3 a month or the equivalent in your area. You get access to Discord. Come and chat to all of us every single day. Portfolio update every single Saturday, plus my thoughts on the market and what's been going on. And notifications every single time I buy or sell. Now let's have a look at what you guys are saying, and then we will round it up for the day. I love these live streams. They're so fun. Hello, Cyber Hayley and truckers. Hello, Trucker Rob from America. This is interesting. The idea that the Cybertruck is good for military and law enforcement purposes. Leo agreeing, great as a police car. Do you know the UK is now using Model Ys? Pretty cool. We've always had Fords as our police cars, and now they're using some Model Y Tesla vehicles. Change it up. I guess everyone's going to have to eventually go to an EV. And what are the best EVs that have the supercharging network? You could argue that it could be Tesla. Yeah, $1 million question. Will the price increase offset reservation? What percentage of reservations will cancel? I'm wondering the same thing. I actually think that a lot of people will go through with the order, or the ones that won't will be made up in other people that then place an order after yesterday. It's unlike anything else. It really is. I think people are going to want one. I really do. And obviously it's only going to be a subsection of society that actually, one, likes them, two, can afford it, can access it, and three, are willing to spend their money on it. But I still think the demand is going to be very, very strong. The drag race was the highlight of the show. Yeah, it was very, very cool. And Elon looked pretty smug when he showed that video. Yeah. I wonder how Porsche feeling. Did you see that? What's his name? Yes, Jim. Jim Farley from Ford congratulated Elon Musk and the rest of the team after yesterday's event, which was interesting. I'm wondering how long it's going to be now until I don't know. Are they going to? I just wonder how much of Ford's market share Tesla with this Cybertruck is going to take. And also with the full self-driving, I imagine soon we're going to start, once it's at a good place, which it already is, but once it gets even better, we're going to start hearing about Tesla licensing this to other companies. Ford could be one of those companies. So could many others. We're already seeing them, sell supercharging the hardware. We didn't expect that. Well, I didn't expect that. So I think the licensing of FSD will happen. Thank you, Mickey, for coming. The range extender is when you tow a Porsche 911, run out of battery, and then have the 911 tow the truck to the charger. I imagine all accessories, including range extenders, will increase the margins for the Cybertruck. Yeah, I don't know how much. Let's see, actually. How much is the range extender? Let me see. If you guys know how much it is, let me know. I am having a look now to see how much the range extender is. Where is it? Where are you? Okay. $16,000, John just said. Thank you. I thought I was going to have to go through this order. I don't know where it is. Okay, we'll just trust John. We trust John. 16,000 for the range extender. Yeah, 16,000. I don't know why. I had it around in my head at around 11. I don't know where I got that number from. That seems quite expensive, actually. But I guess if you, maybe it's not that expensive. If you can afford a Cybertruck anyway, like the Cyber Beast, what's an extra 16K? Good morning. Yep, good afternoon for me. It's 20 to 1 in the 20 to 2 in the afternoon, December the 1st. Got my advent calendar ready to eat later. I've got a Terry's chocolate orange one this year, which I'm very excited about. Sandy Monroe has ordered 3. Of course he has. Of course he has. He turned up to the event in one as well, didn't he, yesterday? Yeah, he was driving one. Thank you for being here, Fast Eddie. I love that every day I come on these lives and I'm seeing familiar people come in and having a chat with me. I appreciate it. Built to last forever. Yeah, it looks pretty strong and pretty durable for sure. That guy looked like he never threw a baseball in his life. He was probably nervous. He had to make sure it hit the right part of the vehicle in front of everyone. And he probably knew how many people were watching that stream. So if it was me and I was doing it, I probably would have gone like this and thrown it backwards or something. So did a better job than I could. Good morning from Houston. Thank you for joining. So I guess a lot of you guys are watching these streams before work then? Thank you. Remember, these videos are done by a marketing team. Yeah, so the only advertising that Tesla and marketing that Tesla really did for the Cybertruck is the launch event, which obviously is now massive. Cybertruck is trending everywhere. Google, X, everywhere. And producing the videos. I don't know what else they've done for advertising and marketing. So many good things you brought up, but the share price does not pop. Very disappointing. We'll have to see how the market opens today. In my opinion, it's okay. It's okay. It's just a chance for us retail investors to get more shares at a cheaper price if it falls. So it's okay. Can't see it on work sites at all. It would be carry and load all day. Battery would be dead by lunch. Yeah, but I guess they would have, if you were using it on a work site, you'd probably have that range extender, wouldn't you, as well? What am I on about? Range extender. You're on about batteries. Sorry, completely off topic there. I can see it on the work sites. I can. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. I can personally envision it on work sites. And if they were making it for the purpose of it being a utility vehicle that is very useful, it's going to have to be able to do that. I can't see the Cybertruck in our UK building sector. To offset the depreciation cost through the business account over 4 years doesn't make sense. It's too expensive. The US maybe, the UK not. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while until we see even the Cybertruck here in the UK, let alone on building sites. I don't know, maybe eventually. But obviously, the UK is very different to the US, and pickup trucks aren't really our market anyway. Australia, this is always so cool. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Thank you for coming. I think I'm a little bit behind in the chatter. You guys are talking to each other, so this is cool. I'm just catching up. Good morning from Orlando. The stock price is typical, great news, and the media spins negative. Yeah, we always see this with Tesla. The media do not enjoy Tesla. And I'm sure there'll be many articles today that have come out that say that the Cybertruck is awful and this and that and whatever. We will see that for sure. No, Elon Musk often comes out and says things that don't help Tesla stock. We've seen this time and time before. Very split opinion on this. Some people just want him to concentrate on Tesla and not worry about everything else and not say things that could drive the stock price down. Other people are very much in favor of him saying things that need to be said about free speech, etc., etc. But yeah, it often doesn't help the stock in the short term anyway. I thought the presentation was amateurish. They didn't rehearse it. You couldn't see Elon's face because of the light. He stuttered the whole time. I agree. The lighting and the quality, I agree completely. I was thinking that it would definitely be a bit more finished, a bit more polished. In terms of rehearsal and Elon Musk stuttering, of course, Elon Musk, he doesn't always communicate with people as well as other people do. There is always that side of him. Rehearsals, I mean, yeah, they probably should have rehearsed. It definitely didn't look rehearsed. I don't know when they would get the time to rehearse, though. So, but yeah, I kind of wish it was really top quality in terms of production. Thank you for joining, Midwest. Good to see you here. Hello, Red. Your picture's very fitting with your name. We have someone that has placed a reservation. That's cool. It's more attractive today than it was 3 years ago when I placed my reservation. Oh, you placed it 3 years ago. Okay. With FSD at 8K, it's now 12K. Yeah, FSD is definitely improving, and so will the price. It will be interesting to see what happens with XAI and Tesla. Absolutely. I think as Tesla investors, we need to think long-term about the potential of Elon's other companies playing into Tesla, and that, they will share a talent pool. They will share resources. They will share funds. And just talking about XAI and Tesla in particular, very excited to see what happens there. As far as I'm aware, Elon is taking it to the board to talk to the board about the potential of that collaboration. So watch this space, I guess. Some people will sell their spot in the line, and with locked FSD price, my position in the line has gone up. Oh, cool. What position are you now? Let us know, T-Train. What position? We have a Tesla product bear in the house, which is fine. Everyone has their own opinions. Nick, what do you not like about his products? Which ones are you talking about? Cars, solar? What are we talking about here, and why? I'll be buying 5 of these trucks. Right, Red. If you can afford to buy 5 Cybertrucks, this is my plead with you to, what do I want? Do you know what? I just want one of those bottles from the Tesla shop, the flasks. That's all I want with a Tesla, or maybe a T-shirt. So add one of them in with your order, please, and send it my way. I'm only kidding. but buy in 5. That's that is impressive. Don't cancel your order. The price may come down by the time you get the truck. It's nice weather here as well, but it's really cold, really cold. There was frost on the cars this morning. We're at that time of the year. Let's see what the Tesla stock's doing right now. Pre-market $234.25, which is down by 2.31% in pre-market. I'm so behind on these comments. I don't know how people read them quickly. Buy the rumor. Yeah. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Dips are expected. Absolutely. Okay, this is a good point. Maybe the baseball thing was meant to be a joke after what happened 4 years ago. Yeah, you're probably right there thinking about it, actually. Okay, yeah, I do agree that there needs to be a moderator. How do I kick people out? I don't know why people like this join the lives and are just nasty. I don't know how to kick them out right now, but we're going to end this live stream soon anyway, and I will make sure they are blocked. We will not have that. Okay, we are going to end it here. Tesla stock is currently at $334.36, down by 2.26 pre-market. Let me know if you plan to buy any Tesla stock today. Thank you for joining this live stream. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in another one. No, not tomorrow, Monday. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.